So what can you do? You know, we geeks, and I use the word geek lovingly, because I see a geek as someone who likes something more than the average person. We geeks have been dealt a pretty heavy hand within the last few days. Wakanda Forever came out a few days ago, and that reminded us all again about the passing of Chadwick Boseman. And then a few days ago, Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman for many of us, sadly passed away, both of them by cancer. And while it is indeed tragic and sad that they are no longer with us, there are a couple stories that help me deal with their passing and encourage me to be a better person. Now, many of you may have heard this story, but I'm going to tell it anyway. After 9/11 happened, there was a call out to all New Yorkers to help out any way you can. And one way of helping out was to serve food to volunteers and the first responders. Well, Kevin Conroy, being an actor, he had a little experience in food management. He worked in a restaurant, as most actors do at the beginning of their careers. So he went to serve at a restaurant in a couple blocks from Ground Zero. Well, he's talking to a guy he had been working with for the last couple of days in the back of the kitchen, and the guy says, "Hey, Spidey." That's not what he says. I'm just saying hi to Spidey. "Hey, Spidey, how you doing?" So he said, "Hey, you're Batman. You're that Kevin Conroy, aren't you?" And he admittedly said yes. And he said, "That's amazing." So, I bet people like to hear that. And someone, and word got around, and someone started chanting, "Do the voice, do the voice, do the voice." He thought about it for a bit. And then he said, "I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman!" There was silence for a few seconds. And an eruption of applause and cheers, and people just smiling all from ear to ear. He just said a few words, and all of a sudden the mood in that dour restaurant changed. That architect then compared Kevin to Santa Claus because of the cheer he brought those people. And then I think about Chadwick Boseman. Now, I don't know what you know about Chadwick Boseman during his illness. He was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer in 2016. For reference, Captain America: Civil War came out in 2016 as well. But that's not where he ended up playing T'Challa only. He was also in Black Panther 1, Infinity War, and Endgame. And he told no one, practically no one, about his illness. And not only that, he visited children's hospitals on a regular basis, even while going through his treatments, so he can encourage and inspire others to keep fighting while he was fighting his own battles. The beautiful thing about both of those acts and both of those stories is that they didn't cost Kevin or Chadwick anything reasonably to go to those children's hospitals or to say a line from a cartoon. But the effect that it had on those people who heard it or who experienced it is massive. And that's the kind of impact that we have, that you have, when you think about how you can make others have a better day, give them something else to be grateful for.